Wolf Shenanigans. That was almost the title of yesterday's episode. It's time to go outside and see if we can hear any crows. Well, we'll go outside once it's a little bit lighter and we can see things. Oh, and we're going to harvest a couple of dead bunnies in the meantime. Joyful times. Love intestinal parasites so much. This is great. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I need to go downstairs and get some water. Because holy crap. You know what else I need to do? I need to take some antibiotics, so let's go ahead and do that. I've also got some reishi tea. I think I'm going to be good on the remaining treatment regimen. Oh, there's that Aurora that showed up at the end of the last episode during my outro. I was wondering if that would happen again. Man, those rabbits are huge. You get a sense for how big they are when you're in this kind of situation. All right, so thankfully they're both still decent condition.
Too heavy to carry.
So I can just put these away. Man, I really wish there was something I could do during this extra daylight that I was just granted. You know, I mean, there are definitely clothes that I can harvest, and there are, I suppose, furniture items that I could break down. But normally you do things like reading. All right, 1 hour, 5 minutes. I'm good on that. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're in the final stretch now. We're 9 days from the end. You know what? Let me make sure I note it in my journal. Let me just make sure I've got it. You know, I've been good about this so far. Let's stay on it. Day, not Dow, not Deu. There we go. 29. Deui. Dos Dakin. I can type, I promise. All right. 9 left. Done. All right, so we've just got that referenced, and that's really just there in case something happens that causes me to lose track a little bit of where I am. So, all right, we're good on water. Let's now go ahead and harvest those 2 rabbits as planned. Where'd they go? Rabbits, rabbits, rabbits. Where are you? There you are. It's funny that they're on the food tab. I mean, it's completely appropriate, but it's also kind of funny. All right, so we have 95% condition on the improvised knife, which is pretty good. All right, there's that. The sun has risen. Let's go ahead and harvest the other one as well. It's going to take 1 hour and 5 minutes. And now we can set down the hides, which are on the final slot. I do kind of wish that carcasses were just in that slot automatically. The last slot on the backpack rather than being in food. Because, I mean, you can't eat a rabbit, like, without harvesting it first. So why put it on the food tab? Just a question. Rhetorical. Not saying anything has to happen or that I'm dissatisfied. I'm not dissatisfied. I love this game. But it's a little weird. All right, so now I need to cook up some of this rabbit meat. So, or I need to cook up all of it, to be honest. And there might be some additional cooking that I can do. So tell you what, I'm just going to pick up all of the wood. Oh my god. I'm going to be really slow. Yeah, I'm just picking up everything I've got so I can make a big fire that will... I'm not going to just throw it all on there, but I want to have all of my options available to me. All right, cattail head. Let's use some of the lamp oil that I have, because I've got so frickin' much of it. There are some who might consider that wasteful, but... Who am I kidding? It is wasteful. But it's okay. We'll live. I am not going to use the cooking pot. I'm just going to put the meat down on the stove outright. Some of these pieces are not going to take very long to cook at all because they're tiny. Okay, and is that everything? Really? I guess there was one larger rabbit than the other. That's fair enough. Oh, that's already cooked. Like I said. A whopping 42 calories, but we did get the cooking skill from it, which is nice. Alright, so we've got about 30 minutes left on those. What else can I cook in the meantime? Have I prepared any reishi tea that I haven't cooked? I could prepare some acorns. Only one, though. So let's go ahead and do that. It'll take 10 minutes. Honestly, I put more wood on the fire than I needed to, but it's fine. Maybe I can justify cooking some of these. How close am I to the next level of cooking? There's a question. Okay, we're about 2/3 of the way, which is nice. Almost a fire starting level 3. That's very nice. Revolver skill is almost a level 2. It would be at level 2 if I could read things, but I can't read things, so it's not at level 2. I'm not bitter. Not remotely. I was just reminded in a comment earlier that apparently the 4% bug bit me maybe once or twice in Season 6 as well. I thought it was the 11% bug, so my memory was just a little hazy. I knew that there was a point that I didn't want to go beyond, and so I guess I had forgotten that I had already downgraded to the 4%, which is what I was trusting this time. And, yeah. My exact words were, I'm never trusting the 4% bug ever again, according to this commenter, which I recall saying that. Now that they bring it up. It's like, well, that's embarrassing. Alright, that one's done. Let's go ahead and eat it. 2 minutes until that one's ready. I mean, I could cook some cans of food, but I don't really want to be honest. Yeah, tell you what, let's just, we might get a torch from that fire in a second, but the main thing we need to do right now, it's actually kind of handy we do have that fire going, because, first of all, let's go ahead and drop some of that water. Because if we go out and find a wolf, which is exactly what I'm about to try to do, then we'll have the fire going, and we won't have to worry about it. We don't have to start a new one. It'll be great. I'm so glad we're down to single digits for this infection. Alright, now we just need to listen a little bit. Okay, that's not convenient. Because I don't think this weather will permit crows, really. Yeah, I don't think it will. So what we're going to have to do... Maybe I'll just go get that rabbit down there as well. To give me something to do to pass the time. We could always use more rabbit skins and cured guts anyway. And there's more revolver skill. Alright, so let's head back up there. Why am I so slow? I don't want to get jumped by a wolf right now. That would suck. And there could very well be one right near me. That's the terrifying thing about when you actually have uncooked meat on you. They don't necessarily bark when they come for you anymore. They will just sort of start tracking you, and they'll bark once they, like, get dangerously close. But they'll start sneaking towards you because they can smell the thing you're carrying. Alright, ooh, this is a big ol' rabbit. Holy crap. That's one of the heaviest I've seen in a while. Actually, I guess it's not much heavier than the one we've already harvested. Oh, you're already tired, huh? Oh yeah, because almost half of your capacity is gone. At least we're here. At least we're in a place where I don't have to worry about it too much, you know? You could be in a much worse position. So, I'm going to count my blessings. Alright, cooking. Let's get this meat cooked as well. There's going to be 2 steaks. Rabbit steaks, if you want to call them that. Let's eat that. Yeah, at least this is getting our calorimeter nice and full. We still got 40 minutes on the fire. That's fine by me. I'll put one, like, piece of coal on the fire just to keep it going while I'm gone. I just want to go out and see if I can find that wolf. And hopefully the weather is a little calmer. It doesn't sound like it's gotten windier out there, so hopefully that means that I'm actually able to go out there and check for stuff. I'm carrying a lot of rose hips. I was very stubborn in picking all them up, okay? Like, I wanted them. I knew that I wanted them. I knew I must have them. And it was that simple. Is there anything I can drop right now? Tell you what, at the door, I'm going to drop some of my heavier stuff. Not going to drop the bedroll. I'll drop the cooking pot. I'll drop the quality tools. I'll drop the spray paint. And I'll drop the hacksaw. And I'll drop the pry bar, just for a moment. Alright, now let's go outside and see if we can hear that wolf. Or hear crows circling the wolf. Okay, this is good. Alright, that's rude. Not the kind of crows I need. Okay, I see crows circling way up there, which is consistent with kind of the direction in which I heard the death wail of the wolf. Did they just disappear? Did they just disappear? Or did I just get too far away from them? Maybe I got too far away. Let's go up this direction. It's possible that the wolf ran all the way up here and died somewhere. Or it's possible that those crows out... Where did they go? Oh my god. If this game trolls me anymore in like the next few gameplay hours, I'm gonna lose it. First there was the wolf being janky with its running pattern in yesterday's episode, and now we have disappearing carrion crows. I know you all just saw those with me. I was looking right at them. Yeah, see, it couldn't have... There's no way. There's no way that it ran all the way up there because it can't get up this ridge. So it's maybe somewhere up here. But I thought I checked up there. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back inside and then come back outside because I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a glitch with the crows right now. And if I can trick them into respawning, like reappearing, or if the actual crows circling the dead wolf are not showing right now, I might be able to make them appear. It is a known thing that the carrion crow behavior is a little bit odd right now, so I'm not spewing crazy talk, so to speak. I promise. I'm a little bit annoyed at how tired I am already, but that's going to be a thing for the next several days. Yeah, see, now the wind's picking up again, so I don't think carrion crows are gonna spawn when it's this windy. My god, this is... I'm so stuck right now. We'll get unstuck, it'll be fine. But I killed a wolf, for God's sake, and it has one of my arrows. The arrow's probably despawned by now, to tell you the truth. Tell you what, let's get a little bit of rest. I'm gonna pop 2 pieces of coal on this fire to give it some additional time. I'm gonna put the bedroll down just on the kitchen floor. I'm gonna sleep for 1 hour. Just 1 hour. Just to pass some time and change the circumstances outside. Alright, it still sounds like it's a little bit rough. Yeah, I don't think when it's this windy and when you can see... Wait, there they are again. Okay, I'm gonna go up there. Because maybe they were there, maybe I just lost sight of them and I was looking in the wrong spot. But I'm definitely seeing carrion crows up there. And it's possible that the wolf ran all the way up there somewhere and like cornered itself and died. Yeah, I can hear them now. Alright, so maybe the wind doesn't stop them as much as I was thinking. I just couldn't hear them, and so my assumption was that they weren't spawning. Okay, yeah. We found the wolf. He's got to be here. What else would be here apart from the dead wolf? Yep, there he is. Glorious. And I can see my arrow. Unbroken? Hell yeah, unbroken arrow. Love it. Simple arrow. Crow feather. Alright, now this is a frozen wolf carcass, unfortunately. So, oh, I left my hacksaw back at the damn house. All right. Let me think. Yeah, I've got to go back. I've got to go back. I'll drink some coffee to regain some energy. It's a little bit wasteful and back and forth, but it's better that I go and have all my tools, because if I can, especially if I can bring a little bit of wood back and have a warm fire next to this wolf for a bit, because it's actually getting foggy. This is perfect weather to do this. Then I will be able to get this done a little faster. And I could potentially even cook some of the wolf meat right at this fire, assuming the weather doesn't change. So let's do this right. Yeah, I should have thought about that before I dropped my hacksaw, but it's okay. So let's grab the hacksaw. I'll leave the rest of that stuff. I don't need it. That fire, I guess I'm not going to use that fire after all.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You'll be fine. All right, so I'm a little bit slower than I like to be. I do have a lot of coffee that I could drink, so tell you what, let's use this fire to heat up a cup of coffee. Drink it. That'll help with our thirst a little bit, which we're going to need. And give us some energy back. Yay. I'm not going to drink two. I'm tempted to drink two, but I'm not going to drink two. I'm really happy. You can tell I'm like instantly in a better mood because I got my arrow back. I'm very, very happy about that. Oops. Yeah, this is kind of perfect weather. Bit of a gift from the game, being totally honest. I do need to be careful because I feel like there's always the possibility there's another wolf in this general area. Might as well grab some sticks on the way up. So it's funny, when I was looking for the dead wolf, I might have just needed to look a little bit more left, because I remember coming up here searching for it, or at least when I was chasing it. Yeah, I would have just needed to look more back in this little crevice. But where this wolf died, this is absolutely in the general direction that I remember hearing the death wail. So, you know, there's something to be said for using headphones when you're playing the Long Dark because of the directional audio, which is true in a lot of first-person experiences, for sure. Okay, now unfortunately there's nowhere that I can put this fire that's really going to protect it from a change in the weather, so we're just going to have to hope that that doesn't happen. I should have grabbed a book. A book would have been a good idea. I'll go with a 75% start chance. I could use more fuel, but I've already wasted fuel this episode, so let's just take our chances and see how we do. 75% start chance is not bad.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay, so a few sticks, and I'm definitely going to put a couple of pieces of coal down because the coal will get the fire nice and hot really fast. Okay, I guess I will, partly because it's helpful, but also because it'll allow me to pass a little bit of time, I will drink one more coffee. It'll help heat me up, but the main thing is just that it'll pass a bit of time. It's 85% frozen now. So I should be able to get, using the hacksaw, yeah, let's do this smartly. Let's do one steak at a time. And start cooking it, then go back for another one. Oh. Can I make sure the meat is on the radial, for God's sake? Add to radial. Thank you. Alright, 1 hour and 2 minutes until we're ready. Alright, let's do another one then. 64% frozen, not bad. I put it on the radial for a reason. Oh, just kidding, it's not on the radial anymore. Rude. So it's item specific. I very rarely use that function in the UI, but I just wanted to be able to put the meat down without going through the whole menu. Looked like an arrow for a second. I was like, wait, I already got my arrow back. What is that? All right, so now would probably be a good time for me to grab the hide. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to take about 40 minutes, and one of the steaks should be done cooking by the time I'm done. There's 4 hours left on the fire. I'm going to drop the hide on the ground. Perfect. 2 minutes until this one's ready. So let's eat that. It's so funny that I can just eat this with impunity. It cracks me up. All right, and I'm going to just harvest this gut. This will pass the rest of the time on the remaining cooking project. And I need to drop that. Yeah, let's eat that. Now, the remainder of this wolf is just going to get cooked right here, I think. So let's see. Now, if I use the knife, it's, oh yeah, look at that, much faster. 22 minutes to take half of the remaining meat, because the corpse is unfrozen. Carcass, rather. Carcass is unfrozen. All right, let's add both of those to the radial. I just don't want to accidentally click either of them, you know? That would make my life so much worse, so much faster. Let's not do that. At all. I'd prefer not to. All right, 34 minutes. Am I good on everything else? I am. A little bit tired, but that's okay. The fire's still got plenty of time on it. It's an outdoor fire, so it lies about how much time is left. And we will drop some of that stuff on the ground just so that we're not too whiffy. And I just need to remember to take it with me when I leave. All right, I can probably just pass the time on these. All right, fine. I'll use the cooking menu. Fine. Wait. Oh, did I drop the... I did, didn't I? That's perfect, though, because now I can just do this. And there we go. That's the last of the wolf meat. And then this is... The carcass has nothing to harvest, so... Well, I'll leave this until it's time to go. Now, what can I do in the meantime here? I know what I can do. Am I good on... Yes, I am. Let's prepare some rose hips. 3 of them, to be precise. Okay. One of those steaks is done, and the other one will be done in 11 minutes. Grab it. All right, and let's take a torch just in case a furry woodland friend decides to come up and say hello. So, that's some food for a few days. Well, not really for a few days, but for at least one day. That's the thing about wolves. They're not a ton of food. Moose? Bears? Yes. Even some deer. Wolves, not so much. Thank you for the ominous music game. Is there a reason you're doing this time, like there sometimes is, totally, without question? Or are you just trying to freak me out because I found the wolf sooner than you expected me to and you're bitter about it? That's it, isn't it? That's it. You're mad because I figured out that your crows were not in fact hiding and that everything was fine. You're mad about it. Okay, I understand. I understand. All right, so let's drop these things. I'm going to move just a little bit before I drop these. Okay. I guess I can just put this torch away. save it for later. I don't need it specifically for anything right now. And honestly, I can probably just get some rest, all considered. Nothing wrong with that at this point. It would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and... I've got this jerry can here. Got the cured rabbit pelt. I need those other guts to fully cure before I can make another attempt. I mean, I pretty much have everything done now that I wanted to have done. I could potentially kill one more wolf in the area, and then maybe by the time I'm done with Hush River Valley, I could come back here. Let's take a look at this. It's been a long time. It's 4. Okay. So I've got the 2. So I would need to kill 2 more, which I could do. Or I could potentially kill 2 in the Hush River Valley area. Actually, come to think of it, there might be one more. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. There is something I can do right now that I've thought about it. First of all, let me step outside. I'm going to put all this meat in nature's freezer so that it maintains decent condition. Also makes us a little bit lighter. But yeah, I dropped all this stuff on the ground when I got here, before I found the...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah. You can carry plenty more. Now, there's no way I'm going to use all of those. There's no way. But this will repair most of the receiver. So let's go get that done. Let's go make use of these tools now that we know where it is. And again, I really should have known the entire time. While we're doing this, I was thinking just a moment ago, as I brought the wolf hide in and the guts and put them on the ground. I mentioned in the first episode of the series, talking about turning cabin fever off. For those of you who are newer to the channel and not familiar with my reasoning for turning cabin fever off, I've been playing the Long Dark since the very beginning, and there are a lot of people who could echo this sentiment. It's been a popular game, and it manages, once it kind of gets its claws in you, especially because its art style is so timeless, like it stays fun, and they're making it better this year. It's a really, really, really good time to become a fan of the Long Dark, as many of you know. But if you've been here from the beginning, then you remember a time when cabin fever was not a thing. And I don't just turn cabin fever off because I'm pining for those times. It's that cabin fever was added specifically to counter a problem that was happening, particularly something that was kind of creating trouble for people who are trying to set genuine survival records and trying to survive against all odds, if you will, for the longest period of time. Because there were a number of people who were basically exploiting the mechanics of the game so that they could... And the mechanics of the time allowed them to. It's totally fine. So that they could basically just stay indoors and min-max their way to the longest possible time survived. And this is especially possible on lower difficulties, but people were racking up insane survival times, which for people who are actually playing the game and moving around and scavenging and surviving, I'm sure you can understand that's a little bit frustrating. So they created cabin fever. Cabin fever makes it impossible for you to stay indoors, not just in one location, which is where it gets a little bit hairy for me, but also it's impossible for you to stay indoors in any location over too many consecutive hours, or the game will start to give you cabin fever risk and start to make it impossible for you to exist and focus on your goals and do what you're trying to do. And I always find, as a very mobile player, that cabin fever, for me, because I was never one of the players who was messing with, trying to just stay in one spot as long as I could, I do sometimes stay in one spot for a while, but it's in a completely realistic and believable way. And then I move on because I'm enjoying the story in my head, and that's all there is to it. So that's why cabin fever's off. It is just an annoyance when it happens to me. It doesn't really serve a gameplay function other than to get in my way and stop me from doing what I need to do when I need to do it. So just my opinion, not saying cabin fever is bad. It serves a purpose. It just tends to be a hindrance for me when I play, so I turn it off. I did mention that I would talk about that, so I wanted to get that out while I had the opportunity, especially in an episode where we are, you know, behaving in a way that would probably provoke some cabin fever risk. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to be here for long. I might stay this next night, and then we could go to Hush River Valley, or we could go looking for another wolf or two to kill. There's a lot that we could do. Especially now that I have this. I am so glad I got that arrow back. Holy crap. I was a little bit concerned I might lose it. Hence my anxiety about the wolf and the crows. All right, that is a location I don't think I've been to yet. I don't think I've been up to that house. I might be wrong, but I've been talking about how I've been everywhere, and the truth is that I don't actually think I have. Because I think I need to go up there. And I mean, we can check, too. This is what the map is for. Wait. Oh, no, it's gone. They're there. They're there. I just needed to zoom in. Yeah. 100%. We need to go up there. And who knows? Might even spot some additional loot locations. You never know. All right, so what else do I have here? Let's see. I want to take a look at my notes real quick. All right, so there is a cured gut and a cured rabbit pelt at the farmstead in Milton. But we need 2 cured guts, I think, to attempt the repair. Let me take a look at this. No, just the 1. So wait a minute. Why didn't I try to repair this then? Did I not want to take the chance? Or did I already... all right. All right. What we'll do is we're going to head up to that house that I haven't searched yet. But then I'm going to go back to the farmstead and take a look at that cured stuff. Because I might have just... In my head, I might have thought that I needed 2 for the repair and not attempted it. I don't remember precisely. It was some episodes ago. Like, I don't remember why I wouldn't have attempted that, given that all I need is the 1 and 1. So, yeah, we're definitely going to try for that. Let's go ahead and sleep for, say, 10 hours. And then this is going to be really nice because we're going to wake up, take a treatment, and be 1 day away from 1 week left of this accursed affliction. All right. 28 days, 18 hours, 22 minutes. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and drink some reishi tea.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Would you? Well, lucky for you, you just drank something, Jennifer. Lucky for you. Okay, well, before we wrap up, let's at least visit that other house. I'm still encumbered. Oh, yeah, because I'm still carrying all the extra equipment. That's why. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why am I still encumbered? That's why. Drop. Hang on. Can I potentially... Is it under tools? It is. There it is. That's much better. Okay, and then I think, do I have any more? No, I used all my metal there. All my scrap. All right, let's head out. So notice that our penalty to our restedness is now almost maximized. Whew. It is cold and dark, but it's pretty. I'll take pretty. I don't recall if I've been in this truck. Nothing in the bed. And yes, there can sometimes be items underneath. No, I have not been in this truck. There can sometimes be items underneath the snow in the bed of a truck. So when you see me feeling around to see if anything pops up, I'm not just out of my mind. There can be items in those cases. All right, I've already checked that trunk. I was pretty sure that I had. All right. Could be a wolf nearby, so I want to be extra careful. I've already been in that house. Yeah, I totally forgot about this house on the hill. I didn't forget, but like... I put it in the back of my mind while doing other things when I had first arrived. Oh, nice. More reishi mushrooms. Let's go ahead and grab those while I'm looking at them. I just want to make sure that I have all of the reishi mushrooms necessary. That's another reason. Oh, interesting. Birch. I can put that down and start it curing. I want to make sure that I have all of the doses necessary to finish my regimen. I might not have quite enough at present. I'll have to take a close look. All right, here we are. Step inside. Watch this be the spot where I find the fire striker, everybody. Wouldn't that be lucky? It's not likely. Not likely at all. All right, there is a candy bar on the ground, though, so that's nice at least. Nothing there. Oh, 2 metal containers. Nothing there. Nothing on the shelf. Okay. All right. So I'm going to step outside here and just create a save point. I'm going to turn right back around. Did I grab my bedroll off the floor, by the way? Yes, I did. I'm going to turn right back around and use this as our stopping point. In the next one, I'm going to head back to the farmstead and see about repairing my rabbit skin hat. Because if I can repair my rabbit skin hat, then I will feel comfortable venturing into Hush River Valley in the next couple of episodes. Because at this point, as I mentioned in the last episode or two, the advantage of going to HRV is that I know I'd be able to find a lot of cattails. I know that there could potentially be some very nice finds like the Moose-Hide Satchel. And the caves can have some nice stuff in them as well. And now that I have a bow, I can defend myself against cave wolves and wolves and bear wolves and rabbit wolves. All kinds of wolves that you could possibly imagine I can defend myself against using the bow. But I think that'll be a good way to pass the remainder of this infection. It's a little bit of a dicey proposition given the rest issue, but I'm pretty confident that I could find my way into a cave relatively quickly and maybe drink some coffee if I needed to stay awake and make sure it was clear of wolves. So it would be a fun, kind of intense way to spend the next couple of days of the challenge, and that's, well, days of the series. Not doing a challenge anymore, are we? And that's what I feel like I'm going to do. Leaning very strongly that way now, especially since we've got that wolf curing. We might even get some additional wolf hides as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.